And there's a little bit of eagerness amongst the pack there away, and it's a flying start from McGlinchey up the inside.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be McGlinchey down into the first corner, James.
And they're all sorting themselves out on around turn 2, but it is McGlinchey leads the Jim at turn 2.
Ross Patterson in second position, Jason Lynn third, Aaron Clifford fourth. Jason Lynn and Ross now are beginning to push on, and Aaron Clifford up into third position, so great move there by Aaron Clifford on Ewan and McGlinchey.
Jason Lynn on the Walter Bell Suzuki, just keeping it all nice and steady as he susses out what Ross Patterson is doing. There is Aaron Clifford in third, Ewan McGlinchey in fourth.
And Jason Lynn now looks like he's getting a little bit frustrated behind Ross Patterson. He's trying a couple of different passes on 2 or 3 corners we've seen so far. And we have one of the front guys in the gravel up there. Is that Ewan McGlinchey, James, up in the Southside Motor Factors?
Indeed, I think it is, because he hasn't shown up on my screen, so McGlinchey has lost it, and we have a new race leader, Jason Lynn. Indeed,
and Lynn was looking a bit frustrated behind Ross Patterson. He was trying a couple of desperate moves, and
so the leader's through, and it is Jason Lynn, 0.3 of a second lead now over Ross Patterson.
we've seen Ross win a few races this year, and him and Jason are joint championship leaders in this class, so a lot to play for here, James. A lot of pressure on both these riders.
Look at this battle going on for the lead. Ross Patterson and Jason Lynn. The gap is negligible now, 0.3 of a second.
And our leader is beginning to close in on one of the slower riders already. So up at Southside Motor Factors, Jason Lynn still leads Ross Patterson as they come on to the start-finish straight.
And this looks like it could be a fast lap from Ross Patterson.
We have a rider, James, in the middle of the circuit down here, so it's going to be a red flag, I'd say.
It's a certain high side, and that will stop the race. Very unfortunate, and the marshal's doing a great job there, trying to slow everybody down. Red flag has been deployed here on the start-finish straight, so they're all keyed up and ready to go for a 6-lap sprint, but it's Patterson makes a flyer. But look at the leaders already at it, hammer and tongs into Bridgestone turn 4, and it is Ross Patterson from Jason Lynn. But it's really hot action once again in the Supersport class for the Masters Championship at Mondello Park. Patterson has all the bases covered, runs it a little bit wide, and Jason Lynn takes advantage of that.
And Lynn has a look up the inside, James. We can't see if
he is up the inside, but he runs wide.
And they touch.
Wonderful stuff indeed. Patterson down the inside of him. but this battle is raging on.
Look how good Jason Lynn is into Southside Motor Factors. Closes all that gap back up on one brake and manoeuvre.
Let's get a look at the Cup riders. Graham Whitmore leads the Supersport Cup class in 6th position on the road from Luke O'Higgins, who is just a second down on him. It looks as though Ross Patterson has really got it all together here and carrying. And he's off. Patterson
Ross is
loses
off. Yeah. Just lost the front and slipped off.
What a shame for Ross Patterson, but it is going to be a runaway win now at this stage for Jason Lynn onto that last lap. What a shame for Ross Patterson. And here is our race winner once again, Jason Lynn on the Walter Bell Suzuki, but Clifford has got the better of Dean McMaster on the last lap. A big wheelie, can he hold it to the line? McMaster is running out a photo finish, but no, Clifford takes it. Cracking stuff indeed.
I came off before the red flag, so I just started in the back of the grid. I didn't think I'd get up along, but we clawed away through and we stepped up to third and it wasn't too bad. I was here at the start of the year again. I think I got a third again, so yeah, I'm thereabouts. Maybe, I don't know, is it me or is it the bike? We must go back and have a look, but I'm kind of at my limit with the bike. I think I need to try something different now, maybe.
I actually went out on a warm-up lap this morning to make sure the bike was straight. And I came off in the first corner. I just don't know what happened. So yeah, got my head back into it. I guess I was kind of fortunate that there was a restart. They got a very bad start in the first one, so better start in the second one. I was on the back of Graham for the majority of the race, and then it was kind of a drag race to the line, but really pleased to get the second. It's good for the championship, so we'll keep plugging away.
Our first place in the Cup, yesterday I got third, so it was nice to stand on the podium today for it. We're starting to get the hang of things now, so we are hanging in there with some of the pro riders. Yeah, next race to go, so we just make a few more small adjustments to the bike, suspension, a few clicks here and a few clicks there, and hopefully we'll be a bit further up and try pull away from Luke a little bit. I was fourth yesterday, but with one rider not starting, I think I move up to third now in the championship, maybe even second, I'm not too sure. So I'm happy enough with that.
It was good fun, but I'm just a bit frustrated. We should be at least a second quicker than that anyway, and it's just not happening for me at the minute, but happy enough to be on the podium. I knew when Ross was down, I wasn't probably going to end up off the podium, so it was just a matter of trying to keep Aaron at bay, and I probably went a wee bit too slow in the last lap. Was expecting there to be yellow flags for Ross's crash, and I should have just kept on it, but they weren't there, and I was riding too slow. Aaron's riding better than me at the minute, but we'll catch up.
Got a really slow start, fell back to 6th, and had to try and fight my way through, and made a few changes for the race as well, and I was struggling a bit running wide while I was trying to push and catch the leaders, and just didn't really work, but had a good battle with Dean and tried to get a good drive, and it just wheelied the whole way down the straight. I wasn't letting off, so less than a 10 to cross the lines, but it was a good race and I enjoyed it.
Unfortunately, there on the second to last lap, Ross he took the front at the back of the paddock and left me on my own to take the race win. So it's really nice to get another win, and it's really good for my championship. Here we are. Come 2 meetings ago, we were 30 odd points behind, and here we are. The next race, we're standing 25 points in front. So it's real good for the championship. I don't like to see any rider crash, but on the positive side of things, it's real good for myself and the championship. There's so many people that's come together, to make this happen, and even after a crash yesterday and qualifying, I destroyed the bike and we rebuilt it again for race 1 yesterday, and we had a win there as well. So it's great to be standing on the podium twice top.